Right, so fucking yearbooks. Now, a lot of us, like, already have yearbooks, or a lot of us know what a yearbook is. And if you're one of the people, you know, you haven't got through secondary school yet, or, I don't know, when they get them in America, but if you haven't got one yet, because you're too young, or you just didn't get one, then you might not fully understand this. The yearbook quotes and the things people write in your yearbook are so fucked. Like, if you have a group of friends like I did, you get some weird shit in your yearbooks. And I'm going to be showing you a few, you know, of my personal favourites. I'm not going to include any names or any pictures of anyone, because, you know, I'm not trying to get fucking sued. I just thought it'd be a funny video. Now, I know a lot of people that do or did know me through, like, secondary school or whenever. Like, they do watch my videos sometimes. So if you happen to be one of those people that you either see a quote from yourself in here, or like you see one of your friends' quotes, or like you recognize it at all, like, just know that I'm not doing this to target anyone. So I don't hate any of you. I don't wish any ill will, whatever the fuck that people say towards you. Like, I don't dislike you. I just think this is funny, and this is personally the quotes I found entertaining. Also, I'm not going to include any names or anything like that, but I just think they're funny quotes. So if you do see yours or any of your friends, don't take it personally. I'm not targeting you in any way. I just think either your quote or what you wrote in my yearbook was, you know, funny, or I felt like it'd be good to, you know, mention in the video because other people might find it funny. Now, I'll explain these quotes one by one if I can. Some of them I just can't because I got some weird friends, alright? But I try and explain them to, like, the best of my ability. And I'll also put, yeah, like I said, I'll put up pictures, but I won't include any names or pictures of anyone. Alright, so let's get started anyway. Shit, I should probably find my yearbook, hold on. Right, so it's been like 15 minutes, and I have no fucking idea what my yearbook is. But I do remember a lot of quotes and shit, so I'm just gonna have to go with that and fucking reenact the quotes, I guess. But let's start off with one of my favorites and probably one of those most memorable quotes in the yearbook. From my perspective anyway. Now, before I say this quote, I will say the person that wrote this is Asian, and that'll make sense in a minute. But here's the first quote, and I'll write it out on the screen. The quote was, in speech marks, why no a star dash mum. Now, this quote is just, it was just fucking hilarious, to be honest. And if you didn't understand that, which, you know, I don't see how the fuck you wouldn't, but basically, alright, there's a stereotype that Asian parents always, like, have to have their kids get, like, A's and A stars, or they're gonna get fucking disowned. That's why I mentioned he was Asian. So that's literally, like, all I fucking remember from, like, the quotes side. Like, the funny ones, anyway. So here's some stuff that people wrote in my yearbook and that I wrote in people's yearbooks. Right, so first one, and I'm pretty sure this guy watches my video, because he's commented a couple of times. And this was a mix of two people writing this, and it said the following. It said, do drugs, do your mum. Now, you're probably thinking, right, you know, that's not really that funny. It's quite immature, you know? Now, it was funny at the time, until, you know, it got funnier when my mum read it. I think that was kind of her deciding point as to whether she disappointed in me or not, and, you know. Yeah, my mum's face kind of changed from, like, funny quotes before to, like, kind of disappointment. I mean, she kind of found it funny as well, but it just didn't seem like, you know, funniest thing in the world to her. I'm actually doing pretty good in this game. Right, move on to number 2, and probably, I don't want to say one of my favorites, because, like, I'll seem like a dick in a minute, but I thought it was a good one. Right, so a little bit of backstory. There was this girl, alright? She was in my year. And I'm not trying to be a dick, but not a lot of people really, like, liked her. Like, I was never, like, a dick to her, really. I just don't do that. But, like, my friends were kind of dicks to her. Right, basically. So, a couple of years ago, like, I don't know how long this was from the time she wrote in my yearbook. I think it was, like, at least 2 years ago. Now, I think this was like around the time I was talking to some fucking weird emo girl. So my text, you know, my typing was a little bit odd. Not that that's relevant, but right, so I spoke to her for like a day. It started off on Facebook, and then I added her on Snapchat, and the conversation was really, really odd. Oh, is this cunt again? This cunt kept knifing me earlier. Fuck this. Also, I'm not going to expose, because a lot of people that know me in real life may know who this person is, so I'm not going to be a dick and expose it. But it was a very one-sided conversation. That's as much as I'm going to say. So yeah, I spoke to her once. I don't think I ever spoke to her again after that, like, over text. I didn't really speak to her, like, out of school either. So, you know, we didn't really speak much. And my yearbook quote read, and this is almost an exact quote, because I remember this quite well. It said, you should pop up more, I miss our old chats. You're probably thinking, hey, you gay cunt, fuck you, you're so inconsiderate. No, like, alright, chill out, chill out. Right, I'm not trying to be a dick, like, it was a nice It was a nice comment, it was a nice gesture. It was a nice suggestion, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm not trying to be a dig, I just thought it was funny, because we only spoke once, and like, I didn't really want to talk to her, if that makes sense. Like, I'll talk to anyone as friends, like, I don't care. Like, you can be 92 fucking stone, 95 foot, and be 3/4 Dwayne Johnson. But if I'm talking to you as mates, I don't really care, like, who you are, what you do, if you're a funny guy, or girl. But you know those people who just, like, they have to turn everything, like, sexual, like, not as a joke, or like flirtatious, but like not like jokey sort of flirtatious. Like, well, at first it is, and it quickly turns into like kind of serious kind. Now, if the person's watching this that like wrote the quote, I don't know if you were baiting or not. If you don't know what that means, don't worry. But basically, it's just not the kind of person that I wanted to, you know, speak to. She was one of those people that, like, obviously, like I said, turns everything like weird, but at the same time, like, I didn't like who, like, I don't care what she looks like at all. Like, so I'm not gonna bring that up, but like, that doesn't really affect me. But like, her personality was just like, I didn't like it. We were on like 2 completely different pages when it came to like, I don't know, being fucking alive. Not in a weird way, not in a fucking suicidal way. Alright, chill out, I'm not being a dick. By alive, I mean literally everything. We were just on, it seemed like we were on 2 different fucking pages, and she just wasn't someone that I, you know, enjoy talking to, so I didn't. I spent way too much time trying to fucking justify me not being a cunt when you know, I am, so, well, shit. Oh shit, alright. I was like fucking 6 to 8 kills in a row, fair enough. Anyway, last quote. So I can confidently say, even though I think I've said this about every quote so far, this is probably one of my favourites and probably like the funniest quote in my yearbook. Apart from one other, but I can't mention that one. Right, so this quote, I thought it was hilarious. So basically it says, now I don't remember this exactly, but I remember vaguely what it was. It said, don't try, we all know you're never going to succeed. Probably like, oh, what a dick, why would someone write that? No, it was like, it was one of my good mates, so it was okay. Like, it was one of those mates that you kind of just a dick to because it's funny, and they're a dick to you because it's funny. It was just one of those things, you know. It was nothing bad. I didn't go home and fucking kill myself. It was a funny quote. I've read something similar in his, so yeah, it was all good fun. But anyway, that's it for the video. Sorry I couldn't find my yearbook and post photos of the actual quotes, but these are all legit quotes. If I ever find them, I'll probably tweet them because they're funny, and I'll probably fucking forget about this video. So, you know, shameless plug, go follow me on Twitter. Also, side note, look at this screenshot, alright? Just look at it, analyze it, and I'll see you guys in the next video, alright? Bye.